population of Tishomingo, around 3,200 people. It is really an old-fashioned way of life, a small town in rural Oklahoma, 100 miles from the nearest population center of any size, Dallas or Oklahoma City. And it's a town where everyone knows everyone.
How are you, Jana?
Just fine, Dave. Getting ready for...
It's a town with one grocery store and 2 banks and 2 lawyers. I began to have an interest in politics in high school, and soon after I turned 18, my city councilman resigned, and I went to the council and said, "Would you put me in the seat?" And they kind of laughed at me, and I said, "If you'll just give me a chance, I won't let you down." And they did. They appointed me to the Tishomingo City Council. I won re-election, and I actually walked across my high school graduation stage as mayor of the city of Tishomingo. In 2011, I'd been practicing law in Tishomingo 10 years. Our congressman announced he was resigning, and Nicole and I began to pray about it and felt that this was the time. And I kid you not, we loaded the minivan with the 2 kids and the dog, and all 5 of us crisscrossed eastern Oklahoma for 13 months. I think we probably drove 70,000 miles. I had an interest in Israel issues, and I had campaigned on a pro-Israel message. The following spring, about 6 months later, I received a call from AIPAC. And I thought, why are they calling? I didn't win the race. And she said, "I'm calling to invite you to Israel on an AIEF trip in 2 weeks. I've got 1 seat left, and I need to know if you'll take it." The trip was a turning point in my life. The AIPAC issues, the AIPAC message clicked with me. I was raised in a Christian church that supports Israel. I was raised with a Christian faith to honor Israel, pray for the peace of Jerusalem. So this was really always part of who I was, but I'd really never had an outlet to help. I've explained it to my friends back home. Imagine living in Tishomingo and having Hezbollah 30 miles away where Durant is, or having Hamas 30 miles away where Ardmore is. No people should have to live daily worrying about enemies so close. This was now an avenue that I had to tap into, to carry out my values, to carry out my upbringing, to carry out my faith, and that is to support a strong U.S. Israel relationship. First thing I did was call my opponent that won, who ultimately became our congressman, and said, "I'm here to work with you." In fact, I hosted a fundraiser this year for him. You know, politics really doesn't have to divide us. It can bring us together. I do serve on the AIPAC National Council. We fly into D.C. twice a year. We have meetings, and then we lobby on the Hill. And then I also attend the policy conference every spring, along with my wife. We are hoping Congress will extend that. Oftentimes, we are the only members of AIPAC representing the 2nd Congressional District to our congressman. It is up to the Christians who support a strong U.S.-Israel relationship to show the Oklahoma members of Congress that, yes, there is a large community of Christians that believe in this message, that will spend the money to fly to Washington and will advocate on this issue. I try to encourage my congressman on a number of levels. I encouraged him to take the AIEF trip last year. I called him personally. I texted him and I said, "Look, I know you're busy, but if you'll trust me on this and take this trip, you'll understand the Middle East better. You'll understand the U.S.-Israel relationship better. It's just a wonderful opportunity to learn." We owe it to do things in life bigger than ourselves. Some people may look at AIPAC and they may look at the issue and they may think, "I'm not wealthy enough to be involved. I don't have the right career." But really, you don't have to have anything to be effective in AIPAC other than the attitude and the desire to do it. To profess that we believe it is not enough. I think our actions should show it. I think our pocketbook should show it. What a wonderful opportunity that AIPAC gives us to make an impact on something bigger than ourselves.